2791.
Okay, so this was the last rider you took, right?
It shows the last ride was the one that I canceled. It's the one right before that. It doesn't have a specific number. It was Jesil, Jessil, on December 25th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just allow me a couple of seconds.
Okay. Oh, it sounds kind of horrible by the time they pump it through here and everything, but I kind of like this song for like an opening village in an RPG kind of thing with people like doing their chores and like some people maybe fighting on training dummies. It's doing a little camera pan, goes to your character. And you get assigned stupid tasks like bring me water. It's gonna have that Asian, but so Asian that it's not offensive anymore because it's not actually Asian look. Fire Nation type style. Always remember the best way to do those kind of representations is actually to overdo them. Because when you underdo them, you don't do them credit, and when you try to hit them exact and you're not from their culture, you're gonna fuck it up. Like, stop that shit. Hire somebody from the culture if you want to do that. So just overdo it over the top so people know that you're not trying to be culturally accurate. You just want that kind of imagery that is invoked in our minds. Anyways, let's talk about that some more. So there's a reason nobody notices the Fire Nation is the Japanese culture. Nobody gets mad about them being like warmongers either, because yeah, they used all the imagery, but even their helmets and stuff, samurai faces basically, but they're so over the top done that it's just like, it's not Japanese. You almost push the stereotypes to such an extreme that you no longer can believe that you're just stereotyping what you're stereotyping, because it's like, yeah, we just literally went as far as possible, so it's not them anymore, obviously. Which is also a good argument against stereotypes being actually true. If you take every stereotype in something and apply it to like one version of something, and you look at it, you're like, it doesn't even look like what we know or what we stereotype. We like to focus exclusively on one stereotype when we do that. Obviously, it's not always one, but if you take somebody and apply it.
Okay, sir. First of all, can you please just provide me more details about why is it that he has to testify?
Right now they're gonna. It looks like they're gonna actually try to say that it was towed for being a road hazard instead of an abandoned vehicle like they've put on the documentation. So I probably won't need him to actually even testify if I can even just get a written statement from him. But when he picked me up, like I did have my hazard lights on, and there is a time limit in my state on like how long a car has to be there for abandoned vehicle. So if we could just get a written statement or anything that says like I picked him up at this time and he did turn his hazard lights on, that's pretty much all I need to show that they did not tow it for abandoned vehicle. If we can manage that without me even having to bother him or call him to court or anything, it would be super awesome. I'm sure he'd even appreciate it without handing out his personal information. But I mean, however we can do this where he's comfortable and we can cause him the least burden would be appreciated.
Okay, no problem. I'm gonna ask you to please just allow me to.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. But yeah, like a caricature. You go to Disney World, you get a character drawn up. You're never offended by it. Like they take stuff like you have a little bit of gap teeth and they make it huge. And even if you're sensitive about it, suddenly you're like, ah, because it's done to an extreme. And it's interesting that sometimes it even makes you feel a little better because you get to laugh at something that you were actually insecure with. Welcome to my class. Anyways, for our next lesson. Oh man. Anyways, if anybody from Unreal ever sees this, or Epic Games actually that works on Unreal, go ahead and give me some source control to my Google Drive, or at least the ability to export to, or migrate to. They're never going to see this. It's so sad. Trader Joe's, 14 ways it's shaking up food shopping. Flexible work schedules? Sure. Health insurance? Yeah. Plus, workers wear goofy clothes, create some fun signage, and are generally encouraged to have fun, and they receive a thing called a fair wage. It's sad. These are considered out of the ordinary. They also overstaff. Did you know that? Jeffrey Owens of The Cosby Show, between gigs, was working at Trader Joe. I mean, they're paying a fair wage. Why not keep working? Gives you something to do. Hello? Okay. Plus, it is an essential job. He changed it to shift happens. But I'm over here browsing the internet, by the way. Just keeping you guys entertained if this has to be watched for any reason. Oh my god. Jennifer Aniston, her signature proto-Karen haircut made her a symbol in the 90s. But now Aniston says the Rachel is the ugliest haircut she has ever seen. It's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. It might be a little floofy, but it's not that bad.
Okay, sir. So in this case, I'm just gonna ask you to please allow me just one second. Complete either of course, so we can your email give us the information. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to please.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Somehow I didn't know about a thing called Brittany and Kevin. Yeah, Sophie Turner's biggest regret so far is Game of Thrones through her formative years when she never made it to college, got drunk a lot, and thrown up in the middle of a club without being photographed. Remember, kids, it's the experiences you take for granted. Everybody hear about the French and Belgian border being moved? The guy was working in his field and there was a rock in the way, moved it about 7.5 feet. The mayor of the Belgian village actually was like, I'm happy, my town was bigger. Neighbor, not so much. I can't say the names, but yeah, Belgium and France have. A couple in Lebanon, Tennessee escaped a assisted living facility. They were kept in one of the units that has a locked door with an electronic keypad, and the man who used Morse code in the military actually managed to listen to the sounds and learn this. Those places make me really sad, especially because they'll beg for you to take them out. People should go visit them more often, and when they can, take them out if you know them and stuff. I used to go and take my grandma out when I could, and you just know, like, she seems to have a lot of snap even during the day. It was horrible. She had some downers. So when the sun set, it was like. But their code was 1234, and their basic rule was essentially if you can enter the code, you're allowed to actually go and stand outside at that place, and she couldn't go. One, two, three, four, and like enter. It says enter. It's 1234 enter.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, so in this case, I'm gonna ask you to please just check your email in just a couple of minutes because we're going to send you a link for you. Well, basically, this link is going to have the instructions for you to be able to give you
request for third-party data.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. It's already there.
So that's basically.
All right. I appreciate it very much.
Okay. You have it.
Bye.
No problem. Have a good.
Bye. Okay, that works. I'm sure it'll still take some time and everything, but like whenever I actually put the court case in there and just explain, even just a written notarized statement or whatever from him to get it like in there to court, that my hazard lights were on and they can no longer say it was abandoned because those hazard lights being on in that amount of time, it's over. You did not abandon a vehicle. Plus, he can say I was on the access road, which means I was not actually really obstructing traffic. The GPS and stuff says it, the pickup says it, but it can be a little since those GPSs aren't accurate. Like me coming home, it says like 1460 or something like that, which is like the empty lot, like 2 houses down. But it's nice to have them. Testify to it even. That's it. Everybody have a good one. Toot, 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 this is my theme song. I know it's not long, but it is my theme song.